Okay, so now we have to talk about the writing down the equation of the tangent or equation of the normal. So one thing, just to reinforce this again, that dy by dx gives you the gradient of the curve. So whatever you have the equation of the curve, you just differentiate that. Now, for example, you have a cubic curve. For example, it is y equal to x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x plus 2. Okay, so if you differentiate this, you get dy by dx, that is 3x squared minus 10x plus 4. So this is also called the gradient function. This derivative is also called the gradient function. The better students must note it down. This is also called the gradient function of this given equation of the curve, because through this you can determine the gradient of the curve at any given x coordinate. Now, suppose there is a point where, which is, let's say, there is a point on the curve which is 1 comma, this is 3, 7, this is 1 comma 2, okay? And you want to write down the equation of the tangent at this point. So you, first of all, you would say, okay, at x equal to 1, you will have the gradient of the tangent. Gradient of the tangent would be, that is 3 into 1 minus 10 into 1 plus 4. So this is minus 3. Therefore, the equation of the tangent is going to be, equation of the tangent is going to be y minus y1. This is your y1, okay? That is equal to m into x minus x1. Acha, now there is an interesting information for you. Suppose you will get asked to write down the equation of the tangent, okay? So guys, this is the equation of the tangent. You can leave your working up to this. And if it says, okay, write your equation in the form ax plus dy equal to c, so there will always be 1 mark for the simplification. So then you can say, okay, let me write it like this, y minus 2 equal to minus 3x plus 3. You bring this 3x to the left hand side, so this is 3x plus y, and you move this to the other side. So this is the equation of the tangent in the required form. Acha. Now, so this is how you write the equation of the tangent. Next, you can also be asked to write down the equation of the normal. Now, suppose this is like, this curve is like this, and you have drawn tangent at this point, okay? Suppose, just imagine that you have drawn the tangent at this point, okay? So this is, tangent is like this. And now the next question is that you also require to write down the equation of the normal. Okay. One thing is writing down the equation of the tangent, and its cousin is um, equation of the normal. Okay. Now, tangent and normal, these are two lines. First thing, that whenever you draw the, for example, there is a tangent and the normal at the same point. How do you perceive that? That is one thing. And second thing is, tangent and normal, they are always perpendicular to each other. Okay, tangent and normal, they are always perpendicular to each other. So if you have to draw, you want to see that how would this normal look like, okay? So this would be looking like this, somehow like this. So this red line is a normal to this, this tangent here, to this curve, in fact, okay? So if you want to write down the equation of this normal, so there is only one thing you will have to do, that first of all, you will have to determine the gradient of the tangent. Then from this gradient of the tangent, you can say, look, the gradient of the normal is going to be, what would be the gradient of the normal, guys? Hmm? If this is the gradient,
1 over 3.
yeah, that would be 1 over 3. Because when you have two lines perpendicular to each other, their gradients are the negative reciprocals of each other. Okay, so you only have to change this minus 3 over here. So the equation of the normal would be equation of the normal would be, this would be y minus 2, that is equal to 1 over 3 into x minus 1. And then you can simplify this accordingly. Okay, so if the question is that you have to write down, the question is write down the, you typically get this question in your P1, okay? Write down the equation of the normal, okay? And you can also be asked to write down the equation. Like basically, more frequently you get the question to write down the equation of the tangent. Okay, and I'm writing this with a capital T. And you can also be asked to write down the equation of the tangent and then the normal, or the normal. Okay, so let me tell you the steps again. Now, suppose the equation of the curve is, suppose it is y is equal to um, x minus 1 over x. Okay, and you have a point which is let's say I'm going to take a weird point here. Suppose you have 1 comma 0. That is the point you have at which you have to find out the equation of the tangent. So the very first step, because these tangents and these normals, these are simply the lines. So if you have to write down the equation of a line, either you need to have 2 points on that line, or you need to have the gradient and a point. Now the point is given to you, that is the point at which you have to write down the equations of these two lines here. The gradient would be calculated from the differentiation, through that differentiation. Okay, so you would say, okay, my dy by dx is going to be 1 minus plus 1 over x squared. That is your derivative. If you remember the steps, this is x minus x is for minus 1. That is your y, okay? And if you differentiate this with all those steps, this is going to be 1 minus into minus 1, and x is for minus 1 minus 1. So you really need to be very good at your differentiation if you want to write these equations efficiently. Okay, so this is your derivative here. Now you will be putting x1 here. Okay, you will say, okay, at x equal to 1, so m of the tangent, you simply put x into the derivative, that will be the gradient of the tangent. Okay, so that is going to be 1 plus 1, so this is going to be 2. Okay, and you can write immediately m of the normal. Suppose if you had to write the equation of the normal as well, so m of the normal would be m is equal to minus 1 over 2. And then you simply have to use the rule that y minus y1, that is equal to m into x minus x1. So here this is going to be y minus 0 is equal to 2 into x minus 1. So this is simply y is equal to 2x minus 2. And here this would be y minus 0, that is minus half into x minus 1. So this is 2y is equal to 1 minus x. That is the equation of the normal. Okay, guys. So now you people need to go into this book here, and without wasting any time, I would take you to this exercise 7C, and you people will be doing I mean, all the parts of this question number 1 and this question number 2. This is your first task of the day. Okay, thank you.